Hello and welcome back to my channel, my friends, and welcome to May's Nicole Jones 911 Designs wrap-up. So I got lots of traction this month with the gorgeous digiprints. I got some that I had not tried yet. I got some used up that I had not tried. I got some new lovely florals, which you may have noticed I was slightly obsessed with. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the layouts that I did specifically for an assignment, but then also the layouts that I just integrated the digiprints into, because they are just awesome embellishments. They can be used as foundations, as finishing touches. I've used them quite a bit as finishing touches, I think, this month as well. Anyway, here is the first one. This was definitely done for an assignment, but it was also done for May I Scrap Lift You, and I was scrap lifting my lovely and dear friend Colleen. So got some of the, and this is the first time that I use those lovely stacked books, and I love it. I love the brightness of this layout. I used the dotted viewfinders in the primary, the red, the orange, the yellow, a lovely camera. So this actually might be one of my favorite layouts this month, at least definitely one that makes me smile straight away when I have a look at it. I got this one done as well, specifically for an assignment, and this time I went into the lovely hearts and tags, and it was also a May I Scrap Lift You, and I was scrap lifting my lovely friend Giselle Julien. And this one, I also got some very deep stash diving done on this, which makes me very happy. I added a couple of little hearts that aren't the digiprints, but the majority of them are. And I used the Cozy Cafe mainly as well. The tags are also from Cozy Cafe, as is this little 1-inch viewfinder. And you see now here, this basically, the digiprints make up the entire embellishing on the page, with the exception of these little puffy hearts, which I added to give some different sizes, the way Giselle had done in her layout. So you can also go back to many of the May I Scrap Lift You layouts, and you will see a lot of these layouts there as well. This one, oh my gosh, this one I have to admit I love. Let me see, I'm just going to turn this one over so I can have this on white. This one is a scrap lift of Sabri over on Instagram. And I just love this. This is for the Me, Myself, and I. And I'm counting it as an assignment one as well, because there's just so much of the gorgeous florals on here. But a couple of things that I loved from the scrap lift as well is it pushed me a little bit out of my comfort zone, because I used this entire sort of rainbow, but in the deep, more jewel tones as the entire background, which was not my original intent, but I love the effect it gives. Of course, my fun grid paper, and I love this little pocket idea. Now, this is completely from the scrap lift, and Sabri had done a Traveler's Notebook. So I got this, and then again, the majority of the embellishing here comes from these florals, the lovely flowers number 2. And what I did with the flowers number 2 is I cut them out. Let me just go I should have been a little bit more prepared here. I have these here. You see, these are the flowers number 2. And as I've mentioned before, if you cut the 5-petal version of them, it gives you almost another type of flower. So I love them both. And on this particular page, I used the peach and I used the 5 petals, some up on foam dots, some not. down here. I also used some stickers, a couple of little viewfinders. So I love this 6x8 as well. So there we go. And then just sort of using them. This I sort of combined. I laughed. I said, this is a little bit of a catch-all so that I can pay tribute to my lovely, lovely design teams, Spiegel Mom Scraps and Nicole Jones. I'm back with those florals. I told you I had been slightly obsessed with them this month. This time in the yellow, the 2-inch, the one, I think it's 1.5, 1 1/4, and 1 inch. But when you cut them out, because the 1.5, 1 1/4, and 1 inch are made to be punched and using those size punches, so when you fussy cut them out, they're slightly smaller, and I love that, and I love clustering them together. This was also a May I Scrap Lift You. This was on the 25th, actually. This one, I remember what day it was, and it was using one of my starting points, and it was scrap lifting the lovely Nicole Santos, who is Cause We Love to Scrapbook over on Instagram and YouTube. And I love my little shaker pockets. Another obsession of mine this month is making these shaped shaker pockets with my dies. There you go. Then on this one, I got a little bit of everything here too. This was another May I Scrap Lift You using one of my starting points, a little bit of the Vicky Bouton color study collection, and I got a camera on here, the flowers, viewfinder, and one of the lovely tabs that I love tucking in, as you already know. Then this one I did just recently, I think was this day 27, I believe this was day 27, and it was me being late for Christmas in May, and I was scrap lifting the lovely Yvette Weber. I got some florals flowers number 2 on this one as well, and used one of my starting points. So this is from the Heidi Swap, what is it now? Old School, I believe that is from. This one was a May I Scrap Lift You, my lovely and dear new friend Adam, who is on the Spiegel Mom Scraps design team with me, and who is the owner of Dottie About Flair. And I scrap lifted him with some lovely tearing here, got some of those flowers out there again, a viewfinder, and added and just integrated that into, this is a gingham foundry. This is the Heidi Swap Old School sticker sheet. So a little bit of everything. So the DigiPrints integrate so well and complement many of the embellishments in the collections that we have. And that's why I try and always give you the collections that they match when I do my shares at the beginning of the month. And then last but certainly not least is the layout. I scrap lifted my friend Sheila Curry, who is Scotian Scrapbooker over on Instagram. And I used the flowers again. Aren't you surprised? They were my May obsession. So there you go. Now I'll try and maybe be a little bit more varied in June. For sure, if there is anything specifically you would like to see me use in June, please pop a comment down below. If you have a couple of collections, or if you have a kit or something and you would like me to match the colors from the DigiPrints to your collection, please just pop me a comment down below, and it will be my pleasure to let you know that. I think I definitely am going to be playing with flowers number 4. So I'm going to try and leave flowers number 2 aside a little bit and play with flowers number 4. Maybe some of the stacked books. I'm definitely going to integrate these into my starting point series that I have for the summer. So there you go, my friends. Do you have a favorite so far in the DigiPrints? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite color? And do you have a favorite family, like, in the Seasoned Spices or Cozy Cafe color as well? Leave me all of that down below, and I will see you very soon with my Nicole Jones 911 Designs June plans. See you soon, my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.